Hello, welcome to a new modding mini-series focused on multi-loader development of Minecraft mods using the multi-loader-template project shown on screen. We're going to create a project that builds valid jar files for Fabric, Forge, and NeoForge. This series focuses on Minecraft version 1.21.1, so if you're unfamiliar with modding in general for specific mod loaders, let's reference Modding by Copinjo on YouTube for great introductions to both Java and Minecraft mod development. There is one caveat. For his Fabric tutorials, he uses yarn mappings, and we're going to be using Mojang's official mappings along with parchment layered on top of it for readability. To get started, we're going to find the MultiLoader-Template project by Jared LLL08 and contributors. There are many branches here. Like I said, we're going to be focusing on 1.21.1. So we'll do use this template, create a new repository. You can name this whatever, put it wherever you want. Make sure to include all branches. I've already created a new repository. We're going to go to settings and update the default branch. Now that we've updated the main branch, let's go ahead and open settings.gradle while we're still on this website. We'll edit the file. And then make sure you change this name to match your project name. This should also match, like this says, the folder name of the project. So we have settings.gradle updated to match our project name. Going to go ahead and open this in desktop. I'll clone this into whichever path I feel is best. And we see that we are starting on 1.21.1, so we can safely open this. You should go ahead and read over this readme.md file, especially if you want to drop support for a certain platform. Let's go over what's actually included in the root project though. The main things we want to focus on here: Common, Fabric, Forge, and NeoForge. The ModLoader specific projects are dependent on Common for all of its initial code. So all of this, you can use Minecraft's actual code without any relation to a mod loader within this Common project. So anything like entities, anything on the client, server, anything is pretty much valid for access here. But there are caveats, obviously, with mod loaders making some things more accessible, or sometimes patching or overriding some things. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick refactor. It's going to be sped up, so feel free to slow it down. Let me go ahead and open everything that's relevant. I'm doing Control plus to expand this, and I'm clicking on Java or main, whichever one is fine. Should probably click on main. We'll do this here as well. The base of the refactoring is done with making sure that all the directory names are updated, and we'll make sure Gradle.properties gets updated as well. Change the group to IO, GitHub, your username, and then the namespace. This is the display name of the mod. The author, put whatever you want there. The namespace of the mod. You might update the license. Make sure to update the file as well. You can add credits here, change the description. Let's add one more thing before we load into the game. We're going to add mod menu, which is a mod for Fabric that adds a similar mod menu that's already built into Forge and NeoForge. But when you're actually attempting to use this file, It's not very straightforward for Modrent, as they don't tell you anything about how to use their Maven directly like under the download. Whereas if you just click on 11.03 here, you can get a Curse Maven snippet to automatically add this. And it gives you information on how to actually access the Maven in your project. So I like how straightforward this is. If you do want to use Maven though, or if you do want to use Modrent's Maven though, there is information about it. So to keep things very straightforward, we're just going to add Curse Maven and get the file directly from CurseForge. To do this, we'll go to our build source, open our multi-loader common. We'll add it to the main repositories block of this file so that it's accessible to every project, common, fabric, forge, etc. For now, we'll just add this to the end. Go back to CurseForge and copy this snippet. There's a button to copy it. In our fabric build.gradle, at the end of our dependency block, we'll add the mod implementation for that here, for mod menu. There is one last thing to change before we run the game. We need to update the mod ID and mod name located in our constants file under the common project. And this is the in-game data used, as we don't have a great way to reference this directly from Gradle.properties. Now that our project's reloaded with mod menu added to Fabric, let's open the Gradle sidebar, and we see Fabric, Forge, and NeoForge here. Let's start with Fabric, Tasks, Fabric, Run Client. Let's review what we should expect to see. If you don't know about mix-ins, there are some tutorials out there, but they are basically injections into Minecraft's source code. So we see that title screen is coming directly from Minecraft client, and we are injecting code that is just logging some information printed by an example mod mixin from NeoForge. So this is specifically NeoForge mixin title screen. But we're launching Fabric right now, so what should we see? This is Minecraft mixin. I just got the really loud narrator text just now. But this is injecting into the actual Minecraft class. Where would we see this text? We can just Control F. And we see MyCoolMod. This is printed by an example mod common mixin. Minecraft version, Fabric. So our game's loaded. I'm going to disable the music real quick. And since we have mod menu for Fabric, we can see mods, and we see MyCoolMod. This is my new cool mod. Let's do the same for Forge. Go to Tasks, Forge Gradle runs, and then Client. Game is loaded. We go to Mods. We see MyCoolMod. Once more, NeoForge, Tasks, Mod Development, Run Client. We are fully loaded on NeoForge. We go to Mods, and we see MyCoolMod. This is my new cool mod. Alright, so let's review what is actually happening when the game is starting. So, why do we have these different mod loader projects? Each mod loader defines its own version of an entry point for a mod. So for Fabric, this is defined in your fabric.mod.json. Your entry points, this is a main entry point. We go to example mod, which is right here under Fabric, and it implements mod initializer from Fabric to be initialized by the mod loader. And this calls back to common class init, which is right here, which is initializing all of your common code. Very similarly, Forge creates an endpoint with annotations, and NeoForge does the same. We are annotating our class and providing a constructor so Forge can construct our mod. We'll go to NeoForge, and we see the exact same thing happening, as NeoForge is a derivative of Forge. And both of those are also calling back to common class init to initialize our common code. Very straightforward tutorial of refactoring your project, getting mod menu, and just some basic introductory stuff. And then in the next episode, we'll touch on basic items and blocks.